to the high table, Professor Ebele Anyoko, the University Librarian. And all the awardees, please help me appreciate yourself. It's not easy. You have done very well. And you have distinguished yourself through commitment, through innovation, and through excellent service. And I really appreciate you. Kindly put your hands together for yourself once again. Without wasting time, I'd like to invite to the microphone the faculty, the director, Savicom, University of Abuja, Professor Margaret Baha, for her welcome address. Let me welcome her, please.
The Vice Chancellor, sir, the esteemed members of management, the keynote speaker, the provost, deans and directors, the lecture presenters, every other protocol duly observed. Let me start by thanking God Almighty for making this occasion possible. To our esteemed Vice Chancellor, I appreciate you for your unwavering support and for graciously granting us the opportunity to host this meritorious event, sir. It will interest you to know that this is the first time the Gold Award is backed up by cash. We have been doing it before, but we have never given a token to the deserving gold medalists. So this is the first time. It is indeed a success. So I thank you, sir, for your vision and this success. I also want to extend my appreciation to the management staff of the university for their support and cooperation in making this event a reality. Your dedication to promoting good governance and quality service delivery is commendable. In fact, I have to specially commend the bursar because each time we approach the bursar, she's willing to assist once the VC has given approval. The provost, deans, directors, and heads of departments, I thank you for your quick response in nominating the awardees and sending their names to us. However, there were those that did not respond on time, and there were those that we only got their nomination yesterday. Unfortunately, we couldn't do anything about it, so we couldn't nominate their members. So I appeal to you, next time we're asking for nomination, please respond on time so that you assist us to do our work better. Today, I welcome you all to the University of Abuja Meritorious Service Award 2025 to celebrate individuals who have shown passion, dedication, and commitment in service delivery in our institution. As we gather to recognize excellence in service, I extend my appreciation to the awardees. Let me divide a little and tell you that the nomination process and selection procedure for the awardees were democratically and justly carried out. The exercise was indeed rigorous and keenly contested before the gold and silver awardee eventually emerged. First, we rolled out a request letter to the deans of the faculties, departments, and head of units to nominate 3 deserving staff in each of the units. The nominated candidates were subjected to students' assessment because we had to go back to the departments and the units to ask the students to assess those that were nominated by the deans in their faculties. The nominated candidates were subjected to student assessment involving filling of questionnaires that rated them using Likert scale of 1 to 4. The field questionnaires were analyzed and the mean of the highest scorer scorers were considered. Finally, the selected candidates were subjected to intelligence screening by the safety unit of the university. We didn't just stop there. We had to find out whether the nominated candidate had issues that the safety unit should know about. And we send them for screening, and they return. All those that return successful are the ones we're giving them awards today. To our guests, partners, and colleagues, thank you for joining us on this momentous occasion. Your presence is a testament to the university's commitment to excellence. To those who are not awarded today, please don't relent. Keep pushing, and tomorrow may be your turn. Somebody may feel today he did not get or he did not. Don't forget that we did not choose you. The deans in your faculties, the head of departments, know your worth, and they were the ones that nominated. Tomorrow it may be your turn. So keep working hard and you may be selected. The Savicom unit hereby humbly pleads with the management to enable us to recognize and reward more staff in the future. Let us all come together to celebrate excellence, dedication, and service. Let me end by saying, to whom much is given, much is expected. Don't also relax because you got an award today. You need to do more so that tomorrow you may even get a bigger award. Once again, congratulations to all the awardees, and thank you all for coming. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for making it brief and straight to the point. Please let me appreciate her once again. Just as she was giving her address, we had the privilege of having walked in the Chief Safety Officer of the university, retired Wing Commander Waziri Kanu. Please let me appreciate him with a round of applause. Good to have you, sir. And if you go to number 5, item 5 on the program of events, I'd like to apologize for seeing, I think it's the voice of Esau and the hand of Jacob. Which one? For the Bible scholars or those that are, there seems to be the voice of Esau, the voice of Jacob, but the hand of Esau. We apologize that.
Academic, Professor Ruda, the Registrar of the University, Malam Sambo Mohammed, the University Librarian. Oh, I'm seeing my council member there. My council member, Professor Maisamari. You're welcome, sir. The University Librarian, Professor Ebele Anyoku. The acting coordinator, national coordinator of Savicom, Mr. Oshi Anthony Olugbenga. Our very distinguished Provost of the College of Health Sciences, Professor Titus Ibekwe, the Focal Officer and the Director of Savicom, University of Abuja, Professor Margaret Bahal, our deans here present, particularly I saw the Dean of the Faculty of Science, the Prime Minister, heads of the directors, heads of departments, our very distinguished academics and colleagues in the university community, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the chairman of the Governing Council, members of the Council, Senate, staff and students of the university, I welcome you to this day, Award 2025 for Meritorious Service. I must say that I'm very impressed with the good job the focal officer is doing to ensure that we have a functional reward system. A functional reward system is very important to encourage outstanding staff who have distinguished themselves in the service of the university throughout this year. I am aware that they've been selected out of a very rigorous selection process, which she has itemized, and it's most unlikely that those people have not performed excellently well with what they have passed through in terms of their selection. I commend them for serving the university with their hearts. And as I said, I'm so happy that Professor Mesamari is here as a contact point with the council, which is your employer. I can assure you that your announcement and award today is very heartwarming to the council, like any other employer. This should serve as a responsive chord to other staff of the university to perform well. It should be a form of encouragement to you to know that people are looking out, they are watching you, and therefore your day-to-day activities in the university should be streamlined in line with the human resource policy and the conditions or your terms of responsibilities of your job. I want to thank the focal officer for a job well done. This year she has backed it up with cash. I don't know where the source of the cash is from. But my thinking is that it's from external sources. Well, if it's internal, probably happened before I came, but if that is what it is to encourage staff, then it may have been well thought out. So I would look out. I will look out for that. My council member is here, Professor Mesamari. Thank you for coming. So I notice you are one of the keynote speakers, and it's going to be a very eventful morning to listen to you, sir. I'm also aware that the acting national coordinator will also be giving us a speech this afternoon. So it is on that note that I want to welcome you all to the Yakubu Gowon University, formerly University of Abuja, to this very auspicious occasion of harvest of talents, harvest of professionalism, and wish you compliments of the season. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Prof. Please let me appreciate the Vice Chancellor once again. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, I listened carefully and keenly to your address, and when you were talking about encouraging staff, your tone went a bit high. In literature, we call it emphasis, which means you were emphatic, and you seem to be committed to encouraging staff to do better. And if I have the permission of the awardees, I would like to say that before Savicom was created, the University of Abuja Act already made a provision for such encouragement, which I think that management, for some reason, has really not been paying attention to. And I would like to draw your attention to Section 3, subsection 1, paragraph P of the University of Abuja Act. And it says, and I quote, Mr. Vice Chancellor, that in carrying out its object as specified in Section 1, the university shall have the power to arrange for the general welfare of children of members of staff of the university. This is the law, Mr. Vice Chancellor, and I'd like to draw your attention to that provision of the Act, just as you have emphasized on encouraging staff. So once again, please let me appreciate the Vice Chancellor. And for emphasis sake, general welfare of children of members of staff will include employment. It will include admission. And I'm not sure it excludes accommodation in the system. So if you agree, please put your hands together. I'd like to recognize all the awardees. So if you have received a letter or you are here as an awardee, please can you stand up for just a moment? All right, whether in the gold category or in the silver category, all of you are looking very beautiful and gorgeous. Please appreciate yourself with a warm round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. It's really good to see you, beautiful, handsome. Please have your seats. I have been informed that not contrary, but rather than what is written in the program of events, the acting national coordinator will not be giving today's public lecture, but the public lecture will be given by head of operations of Savicom office at the presidency, and no other person but Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Akimbodowa. Please let me appreciate her with a round of applause. And I would like you to take your pen, open your pad, as I welcome her to the microphone to do justice to the business of the day. Please let me appreciate her as she makes her way. Sorry, madam. Ushers, I hope you know this is Savicom. You should have done your job better. Thank you, madam, and it's good to have you.
Thank you, our amiable MC. Good morning, the Vice Chancellor, all members of the high table. This is an academic environment, so I don't want to offend anybody. So I will crave your indulgence to align myself with the existing protocol while I move forward to present this paper. The national coordinator would have done that, but he informed me that he was called up by the SGF. So he just came to see our new latest in town VC and exchange pleasantries. And we believe that this will continue to lead to further improvement in our collaborations with the university. So today the topic is on rewarding excellence in service, celebrating dedication and meritocracy in service delivery. It affords me great pleasure to be here with you today at this award ceremony for staff of the University of Abuja. I think just within the week we were at the University Teaching Hospital where they also carried out this award for all the staffs of the hospital, especially those that stood out. And I know that they must have copied it from here because they are under this university. So I believe that at the end of today's presentation, we'll be able to understand and appreciate the importance of staff awards. I also want to appreciate the Vice Chancellor who has been supporting the Savicom unit for approving this program, which I believe will give added drive to the service delivery initiative of the federal government in the University of Abuja. I have no doubt in my mind that this award and recognition ceremony, among other things, will promote and improve staff productivity in the university. I also wish to commend the focal officer and her team for their efforts in driving the service delivery initiative in the university and for ensuring that this program is organized. I remember University of Abuja, when I was a team leader was evaluated, I think 10 years ago. And usually after evaluation, we always look out for the recommendations we give are basically infrastructural recommendations. And walking in here today, I can see a lot of infrastructure that's been put up. Then I think it was just the veterinary faculty that was here when we came for that evaluation. But we believe that with what we saw here today, a lot of those recommendations must have been put into place. And I think you deserve a round of applause for that. So one, if in contemporary service-oriented organizations, excellence is no longer optional, but a necessity. Citizens, customers, and stakeholders increasingly demand efficiency, professionalism, transparency, and responsiveness from service providers. In the Nigerian public service, persistent challenges such as bureaucratic delays, weak accountability, and low staff motivation have negatively affected service delivery. We're in a system where people don't see need to reward those that deserve to be rewarded, and it's important for us to begin to emphasize meritocracy in service, where everybody will be rewarded based on what they do. I happen to be a member of the service-wide award recognition committee in the office of the head of service, and this is one of the things that have bringing a lot of life into especially the civil service, where staff come to office every day believing that their input matters in the services they are rendering in the civil service. In the public service, it may be a bit, they've been used to the system, but civil service is a new thing. We started about 2 years ago, and I believe that it has actually made a lot of efforts. You see, new people trying to come into the civil service, unlike before that nobody wants to be in the civil service, because you are rewarded for what you do, and such rewards can lead you to greater heights. So one effective strategy for addressing this challenge is rewarding excellence in service. A deliberate effort to recognize, celebrate, and incentivize dedication and high performance. When organizations reward excellence based on merit, they reinforce positive behavior, motivate employees, and strengthen public confidence. Appreciation is a fundamental human need. When staff feel appreciated and recognized for their individual contributions, they will be more connected to their work, their team, and the university as a whole. That's what we call employee engagement. When I did my public leadership program with the Bladveni School of Government of Oxford University, one thing that stood out in everything I learned in that program was the fact that for you to be able to move further as a leader, you need followers. And if you don't have followers, you are just taking a walk. So it's important as leaders to ensure that we have people actually following us. When I say following us, I mean willing following, not a malicious compliance. Following willingly. There's a difference between following a leader willingly and maliciously following a leader. So it's important as leaders that we get employees to follow us willingly. And that is by ensuring that we carry them along in whatever we do. And one way you can carry your employees along is by giving them that sense of belonging, engaging them, and telling them that you actually recognize the efforts they are making in driving service delivery in the agency. So this award that will be received today are the result of hard work and effort. The recipients have earned the award, and it will always remind the awardees of their dedication. Awards are the titles and honors that organizations confer to their employees for their outstanding work and behavior. The frequency of these awards may vary across different organizations. Some may give it to their best performers at the end of the month, or some may opt for annual awards based on their convenience. But what we have now, as a member of the SWASCO in the Office of Head of Service, they are supposed to be monthly awards, that's departmental awards, which when aggregated at the end of the year, will give you the annual award, because you may have the recency factor in recognizing and awarding people if you don't do it in a systematic way. So it should be done on a monthly basis in terms of recognizing staff of the month based on the different categories that has been classified by the head of service. That makes it easy for you. And at the end of the day, you have the staff that have appeared more in all the months coming up as the award winner for the year. That is a more objective way of selecting people for reward. Conceptual clarification. Excellence in service. Service excellence refers to the consistent delivery of high quality services that meet or exceed customer expectations. It involves professionalism, empathy, timeliness, innovation, and adherence to established service standards. And as we all know that excellence is like a journey without a finish line. If you're familiar with ISO 9001 quality management system, you have to keep on planning, doing checking and acting if you want to maintain your position as an organization that strives towards excellence. So rewarding excellence entails recognizing and incentivizing outstanding performance through both monetary and non-monetary means. Thank God we are doing both here today. The monetary and the non-monetary means. Some people will call it intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. This may include commendations, promotions, award, public recognition, training opportunities, and career advancement. And from everything I've read out here, it is clear that intrinsic motivation for some people is what makes them happy. But some people, if you don't back it up with cash, they will just see it as a waste of time. So I believe the people that have sat down to think about what to give thought about those two theories, the theory of intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Conceptual clarification, meritocracy in service delivery. Meritocracy is a system in which rewards, responsibilities, and opportunities are allocated based on competence, performance, integrity, and dedication, rather than favoritism or seniority alone. Though we know that in the public service, seniority plays a very important role to avoid confusion, but we should also, in addition to seniority, add what we call competency framework that will also help even those that are the senior staff have the right competency to be able to lead those that are following them. So in service delivery, meritocracy promotes fairness, accountability, and efficiency. Now let's look at the theoretical framework for motivation. This paper is anchored on this framework. For example, we have the Maslow hierarchy of need, the theory of motivation that talks about the various hierarchy of need from the basic hierarchy to the highest. And we know that the basic one is what we call basic need of man. And for you to be able to motivate somebody at that level, you may actually practice more of extrinsic motivation. That is cash motivation. You send somebody, he does something well, you give him cash. But once you go up in that ladder of the hierarchy of need, you will notice that there are other needs. The need for social, the need to belong, the need for self-esteem, and also the need for self-actualization, which is the highest. So it's important for organizations in trying to motivate staff to do what we call motivational analysis and find out what actually motivates a staff. Because for somebody that have need to belong, the best way you can make that staff happy is to pay maybe for subscription for the professional bodies they belong to join those professional bodies. Somebody that have a need for self-esteem, while working with them, you have to be careful that you don't insult their self-esteem. Because some people, the moment you begin to talk down on them, you have triggered something in them that may turn out, give a negative outcome. So it's important we analyze the motivational theories that will motivate our staff. Somebody that have a need for self-actualization is somebody that is targeting to become the VC of this institution. So we have to prepare ground for such a person, apart from the personal efforts that he or she must have made towards improving themselves, personal development. We should also create the avenue for them to have leadership skills, because leadership skills is different from having academic skill. Herzberg's two-factor theory identifies recognition and achievement as motivators that drive job satisfaction and performance, while the expectancy theory, that's the Vroom theory, posits that employees are motivated when they believe their efforts will lead to valued rewards. And I believe that was what led to the awards and recognition for staff by most institutions. So these theories underscores the importance of structured reward system in driving service excellence. Now let's talk about the importance of rewarding excellence in service delivery. Motivation and staff morale, which is the number one factor. Recognizing excellent performance boosts morale and encourages employees to go beyond minimum requirements in serving citizens and clients. Promotion of meritocracy. Reward system anchored on objective performance criteria reduces favoritism and strengthens fairness in organizational process. I was happy with this morning when the nodal officer was speaking. She mentioned the procedure and the criteria for selection, which is one of the basic things that will prove to people that this selection was done objectively. Improved service quality is also key. When excellence is rewarded, employees are more likely to adhere to service standards, innovate, and demonstrate customer-focused attitudes. Retention of talented personnel. One thing in these days that a lot of people are trying to jump out of this country, it's important that we retain our very best by motivating them through better payment and allowances. We don't want to see our lecturers going on strike because of lack of adequate compensation for their efforts. So this is one of the things. One way you can retain your best talents is through reward and motivation. Enhance public trust. Citizens gain confidence in institutions where hardworking and ethical officers are visibly recognized and rewarded. The benefit of rewarding and recognizing staff: you give them a sense of fulfillment and belonging, enhance organizational culture, high employee morale, and it also acts as an inspiration for others who want to come up the ladder. It strengthens workplace relationships. When you are able to reward people, you promote healthy competition, interdepartmental collaboration, and workplace relationship. Increased productivity and engagement is also one of the benefits of rewarding and recognizing staff. Greater employee satisfaction and employment and enjoyment of work. Decreased stress and absenteeism. Now you see some organizations where staff are not interested in going to work, especially in the civil service, because they feel that they are not rewarded. That used to be the case in the past, but now we have a situation where everybody is competing to win the head of service award, as well as other organizations collaborating with the head of service. And these other organizations, some of them go as far as offering the awardees houses. Some, for example, one of the partners in the SWASCO I belong to is an insurance company. And whoever comes first in that category of award goes home with a car. So that is the importance of public-private partnership. If you want the reward that goes to staff to increase, because we know that we may not have enough fund to do this, you can also partner with the private sectors, the insurance companies, as well as those of them that are estate developers, to help you support some of these categories of award, so that the motivation for staff to win the award will be higher. So final words, let me remind staff of the need to be diligent in carrying out responsibilities in the different faculties departments and units of this university. All service delivery efforts in the university should crown all customers as king. Richard Branson, the owner of Virgin Atlantic, said something. He said, "Customer is king after my staff." Which means that for a staff to be able to treat customer as king, he too must be treated as a king. You can imagine a lecturer that has not been paid his salary and he enters the classroom to teach. Who will feel that pain? He will transfer aggression to the students. So that philosophy of treating staff as king so that they will be able to treat the customer of king has come to stay, because I need to have that experience to be able to translate it to other people. In conclusion, to the awardees of today, I congratulate you on the honor bestowed on you and hope you will see today's recognition as a call to redouble your commitment and contribution to humanity and the progress of the University of Abuja. Once again, I commend the organizers for another successful outing while wishing all the recipients a happy celebration. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Madam, you don't need to go back to the audience. Please, kindly take your seat there. Thank you. Please let me appreciate Madam once again. Now, do you know why I'm smiling? In all that Madam said, when Madam mentioned the giving of car, I saw the glow on all the faces in the... And I hope that did not subtract from what Madam has said. If I am given the opportunity to summarize in one sentence or two what Madam has said, I think that it is that this whole program is to reinforce excellence in service. Yeah? And excellence means meeting and exceeding expectation in the discharge of your duty. The point is, keep it up. So please tell an awardee beside you, keep it up. And please appreciate yourself once again. While Madam was delivering her paper, we had the privilege of having in our midst the bursar of the university, Madam Shivare Kondon. Please let me appreciate her. And we also now have in our midst, well seated at the high table, the former focal officer and director of Savicom, University of Abuja, Professor Toba Anjorin. And of course, we also have, the chairman, University of Abuja branch of ASU, Professor Silvanus Ugo. I think I saw ASU chairman. I almost said for the greatest Gbagba, but I didn't say so. You are welcome, Mr. Chairman. At this moment, I won't say it's an omission, but I think there should be 1 second or two to have an interaction with Madam in case there is a clarification or there is a gray area that requires some elucidation. But we will get there. We are supposed to have a musical interlude, and we are supposed to call the awardees to come out and dance. But yes, you don't want to dance? That's why you are here. Oh, you are here to just collect money and go? No, you are going to dance. It's part of the excellence. Your dancing is going to be measured and scored. So, if you're already listed in the gold category and you cannot dance, then we can shift you to the silver. And then the money will come to me. Is that okay? All right. At this time, so that we sustain the momentum of the lecture momentum, I'd like to invite to the podium at this moment Professor Musa Meisamari for the second paper. Please let me appreciate him as he comes up. Thank you, Prof.
If I must miss the protocol, I wouldn't miss welcoming our brand new Vice Chancellor. And with that, I will ask the MC, permit me to adopt the protocol as has been properly laid. When the Director Servicom, Professor Bahal, called to say she would want me to talk, I reflected, why me? And she said, you were the first Servicom director when it was instituted by our President Obasanjo. And since you laid the foundation of the unit, you should tell us what it should be and what is expected. And I asked, what exactly would you want me to talk on? And she said, speak on in service we rise. And I want all of us to say, in service we rise. And that is a commitment. And that is a challenge. And so I hope within a few minutes to talk on this theme. While doing that, I will lay emphasis on the fact that we are university staff. So in service, we rise as university staff. I will posit that dedicated service, professionalism, and collective responsibility are central to institutional growth. They are what? Central to the growth of our university, Yakubu Gowon University, formerly University of Abuja. Not just to the growth of the university, it is equally central to our personal development. As we serve, we develop ourselves. And that is why when you are being considered for promotion, for employment, for appointment, one of the key criteria is what is his experience. So as you serve, you gain experience. As you serve, you elevate yourself. As you serve, you make yourself more responsible and attractive for greater responsibilities. By examining the role of the academic and the non-academic staff, I will try to highlight how commitment to service, excellence will foster institutional reputation as well as knowledge production, as we lecturers are in the business of doing. We are in the business of producing knowledge through our lectures, through our research, and through our community service. And I want this to be sustained, and if this is sustained, we are going to put Yakubu Gowon University on a pedestal above other universities in Nigeria and for recognition globally. Universities the world over occupy a strategic position in national development through teaching, research, and community service. At the heart of this responsibility are university staff, academic and non-academic. And I'm happy among those to be awarded, it is not just the academic staff, and it is not just the NASU or SANU, it is all the university staff. And this is because the university is a system. And as a system, if one section breaks down, the whole system collapses. Therefore, the term "in service we rise" captures the idea that institutional progress and individual fulfillment are achieved through purposeful service. Therefore, these themes underscores the idea that To achieve growth, we must be committed to excellence. We must be committed to societal progress, and we must be committed to achieving selfless service or providing selfless service in our duty posts. I wouldn't want to talk about excellence generally like the Savicom from the presidency would have talked, because my attention is how do we rise in service in university system, and in particular in University of Abuja, now Yakubu Gowon University. Service in the university context extends beyond routine job description. Yes, I am called a lecturer. Yes, you are called a registry staff. Yes, you are called a technologist. Yes, you are called a driver. In fact, you are even called a cleaner. But one thing is very clear. It involves commitment to students' academic progress, adherence to ethical standards, collaboration amongst colleagues, and responsiveness to societal needs. Whichever cadre you find yourself, the end product of your service is what? Academic success of the students that are our primary clients. If you are a potter, you are working to ensure that the students achieve the purpose for which they are in the university. Without you, they will not be able to attend the classes where the lecturers will lecture them successfully. So you are important. Academic staff may be just seen as teaching, research, and mentorship, while the non-teaching staff may be seen as providing administrative, technical, and support services that ensure smooth institutional operation. But beyond that, we have a common objective: delivering service to our students. This service is performed, and it should be performed, with integrity and excellence. And if that is that, then it catalyzes the growth and innovation, not just of the clients, who are the students and their parents, but I can tell you, it promotes not just your visibility, it promotes not just satisfaction of the proprietor. Who is our proprietor? The government. If government is satisfied with what you are doing, I saw our Vice Chancellor yesterday struggling to defend our budget before the National Assembly. I said, oh, my brother came at a very Herculean time when he has to answer questions that he never knew. But because I had one of the questions, internally generated revenue has not been properly accounted for. I said, how does he know? But he was very intelligent. He said, don't worry, we'll get back to you. And that is very intelligent. Thank you, sir. So what am I saying? Collaboration is key for us to succeed, for the institution to rise, and for you as an individual to rise, and for the government, our proprietor, to appreciate us and give us more that we may rise, is dependent on what you do in your office. And very key to achieving this is the concept of being professional and being committed in your office. Professionalism is a core value that strengthens service delivery. It is the backbone of effective service. For university staff, service goes beyond routine duty I saw my brother, the engineer, shaking his head. Your service is not just to provide infrastructure. At the end of the day, how comfortable are they to the realization of the mission and mission of the university? And that is the question to every one of us. I want to quickly add here that there are many facets of professionalism, and this includes our behavior, our competence and skills, our reliability and responsibility in our duty post, our communication or communicative efficiency, and our ethical conduct. And I will just make a few points on each of these. You see, as an officer in the university, at whatever level, we must be respectful. I dare to say, some of us may think we are at the top echelon of the hierarchy, maybe the lecturers, the professors. But don't forget, it is expected of us, including the chairman and even the vice chancellor, that we must be respectful, treat our customers. And who are our customers? Our students. Because we are here because the students are here. We must treat them with what? With respect, politely and fairly. And in doing so, some of us, we know it too all. Respect means listen before you comment. Somebody comes with a problem. Oh, I already know your problem. You want to answer? No. Listen, listen. Something new. Don't over-assume. So, part of respect is be a good listener. Calmly listen before you respond. That is respect. Don't cut people short, even before they express themselves, no matter how much in a haste you are. And it is also part of respect to use language politely. In fact, those of us in communication, it is not the words that you alter that makes the meaning. Your tone is there. Your gesticulations are there. Your mannerism are also there. So don't shout. Don't shout. It's part of being respectful. Be calm. Use appropriate words. I'm sorry, this might not be achievable now. I can't do that for you. There is a world of difference between these two sentences, but you meant the same thing. But the listener receives different messages. The second point that I want to also emphasize is competence in your skills. Let me talk to my colleagues, lecturers. Some of us are proud to say, I've been a professor for the past 20 years. Not to talk of lecturing. I don't need to read any book again before I go to class. That is wrong. It's wrong. Competence means you also must be up to date. What is the latest information? Some of us that supervise PG, we depend on PG students to do the research and feed us. That is wrong. Always be at the top of your own profession. Be competent. Don't be found wanting. And competence means you know the rules, you know the procedure, you know what to do at all times and follow them. Competence means you must keep improving yourself. And that is why the lecture you delivered last year. Don't give the student the impression that even if I don't come to his classes, I can always take it from my roommate. It's the same thing he's going to provide. That is not competence. What about being reliable and responsible? And I think I have to say this, Mr. Vice Chancellor. Some of us are guilty. It started from the academics that I am not a regular teaching staff, therefore I don't have to be in the university 7 o'clock, I mean 8 o'clock, and close at 9. Yeah, that may be justifiable, but it has almost become a culture in this university that when you come here 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, you have to be calling even the messenger to come and open the gate for you. Please, reliability and responsibility means be at your duty post when you are supposed to be there. And if the timetable says you are supposed to open your office 8 o'clock, please be there. Someone might have come far away to see you and go back to do something. He knows university opens 8 o'clock. You lock your own because your lecture is 10 o'clock. I mean, even 12 o'clock before you come. That's not fair enough. We all know that our work does not stop in the classroom. We have community service. People come to us and they should be satisfied that they came and they were properly treated. That also gives us a good name. It is part of reliability. And let me say this again to my colleagues. When you give assignment, make sure you mark them and give feedbacks. Don't give assignment for the sake of it. It is for feedback. You promise you will give them their score. Please do them. The essence of doing that is to enable them see where they are weak and what they need to do more. Assignment at the end of the day, those of us that are in education, it's not just for grading, but it is for helping students where they need help. And it is the same thing even in the non-academic staff. You promised you were going to pick your ogre at 8 o'clock, but you will always have reason. The road was blocked. If you knew the road was blocked or the road is blocked, you should adjust the time you leave your home. That is keeping to your responsibility. And that is also being reliable, not getting excuses. And let me talk about this ethical conduct. I was not too sure of the time I would be given. I had a clip, the evil of bulk marking. Lecturers would understand that. When you don't assess students correctly, the first danger you do is that you are giving students a blanket score. The brilliant student that must have or was expecting an A, because you don't want to create trouble for yourself, everybody got C. I've gone severally to examine students and to vet scores. Scores will just range between A, B, A, B, A, B, or at most C, 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 C. I said, this is not fair. A good test is supposed to differentiate between the brilliant and the less brilliant. That is when a test is called reliable. And that is when a test is called valid. But a test that makes $1 and the brilliant all with C is not a good test. But the danger you have done to the brilliant student is that you are telling him it doesn't pay to work hard. After all, the person that didn't work hard still made the same grade with me. And then we go back to what the director said. You are promoting what? Mediocrity. The brilliant or the hardworking student will relax. There is no need. And then the dollar who didn't work but got a C makes it a culture. There is no need you work. After all, the man will still give me a C. So you are doing a lot of damage to the system. So ethical conduct to us means fairness in grading, fairness in assessment, and fairness in decision making. I don't want to quote from the Bible. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Give A to those who deserve A. And give F to those who deserve F so that they can wake up. Let me come to the big one. Research and publication. I will not say so much about that. But if there is anyone in A and P here, and I know all the directors are members of A and P, we saw a lot of magics, particularly with the introduction of H-index. We saw people manipulating publications of people in India. I am in English, but I have gotten my net fixed on somebody who wrote in chemistry in India, just in the name of multidisciplinary research. But we know that is not true. In fact, that was why the acting vice chancellor, the outgoing acting vice chancellor, had to send a circular that everybody must ensure he or she has cleaned his citation to make sure that what is not his own is removed, or else it will be counted against you as fraud. So we need integrity in our research, in our publication. And just as we need integrity in administration, when decision is to be taken and it is against your man, you water down the consequence. When a decision is to be taken and you have an axe to grind with the individual, you heighten the standard. That is not ethical. Ethical conduct in administration means we are all on the same pedestrian before the law. If you are guilty of it, you are. Whether you are my friend, my wife, or my brother. That is integrity. And ethical conduct, particularly since we are in a university system, requires that we respect our students. We should respect them, regardless of whatever consideration, whether tribe, religion, age, gender. We should give them their due respect. We should respect our colleagues. I was shocked to hear that it happened. Sorry, I'm not reporting anybody. That colleagues physically fight in offices. That shows no respect. No matter how much you feel, respect the person. I just imagine, like I am here, I have my son in this school. If somebody should slap me in his presence, you have not just humiliated me, you have humiliated the whole family. So that single respect is deserved of everybody. Yes, we may have reasons to reprimand one another, but do it with what? With respect. Responsible use of authority. And I can say here, we have our various spheres of authority. As a teacher, I am the chief man in the classroom. As a typist, you are the chief lady on your table. Okay, there are men too who are typists. As a driver, you are the chief man on the wheel. And therefore, what we are asking is use your position responsibly. Use resources entrusted into your hand responsibly. I'm not mentioning names. I have stories of some after leaving offices. Equipment that were meant for the offices were personalized, especially laptops and other things. That's not good enough. That's not ethically correct. Unless they were boarded to you that, okay, we auction it to you, and there must be a receipt for that. Or else what you did is what? Stealing. I didn't say it loud though. The other one is dressing. I'm happy all our ladies here are beautifully dressed like brides. But I will leave this as an assignment to them. Please, as we respect ourselves, we dress very well to match our offices and our responsibility and our status. Let's start teaching that to the young, upcoming mothers and fathers. In my own faculty, because we are teachers, I always stop them and say, look, this is not how teachers dress. Go and change. If I see you next time, I will take you to the security, they will march you out. Because I'm a teacher, there is a way we are expected to dress. I don't blame those who have introduced uniform in various faculties. I think the law faculty started it, and it has instilled good discipline in their dressing. And I think those of us in other subjects, I'm not trying to call anyone, unless you are going for performance, then you dress as the occasion demands. But in normal outing, please, let's be responsible. But then, we cannot tell our students to dress responsibly if we ourselves are not responsibly dressed. Always be composed, no matter the pressure. It's ethical. Don't allow your emotion to take the greater part of you in decision making, in reacting to things, situations, and to colleagues and students. Please maintain a composure that is dignifying. I wouldn't want to talk so much, but let me just read my last part. Is it 15 minutes already? Okay, that's okay, that's okay. Institutional excellence is achieved when service delivery is efficient, transparent, and people-oriented. Universities that prioritize service excellence tends to demonstrate improved student satisfaction and learning outcomes, enhance research productivity and global visibility, strong internal harmony and staff morale, increased trust from government, industry, and society. Permit me to assert that service-oriented university build systems that support staff development, reward merit, and encourage innovation. Thank God the first paper was on rewarding merit. And thank you, Savicom, for preaching meritocracy and rewarding meritocracy. Thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor, for supporting this noble cause. And I'm sure this is the first time money is being introduced. Next time, Mr. Vice Chancellor, may God give you the wherewithal to introduce beyond cash, maybe cars. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, you can do it better for Prof. Prof has justified his title as a professor. Much beyond presentation, that was what we call pontification, more like what religious leaders do. The only thing is that we are not permitted to take offering because Prof poured cold water on everybody. Everybody became pious and calm and sober. The next thing is just to say, bring the offering boxes and then... Please let me appreciate Prof again. We are almost done now. But if you permit me, this is a serious business. And I'm glad that Prof himself is a member of the governing council now. And then the Vice Chancellor is here, who is the head of Senate and the head of management. And then the acting registrar is here. I was going to say, if we actually mean all these things we are saying about encouraging excellence, receiving award for commitment, and all those things. See, law is about codification of idea into prescription of standard of behavior. That's just law. If all of us agree, then let's write it down, and it becomes a legislation. So, I was going to suggest, Mr. Vice Chancellor and Mr. Acting Registrar, is it not possible for us to reflect this thing in our guideline for appointment and promotion so that if you have received this award, which the Vice Chancellor is going to give now, it will be possible for, say, a lecturer one who has spent 1 year in the rank to be considered for promotion to senior lecturer. Anyway, let me not talk further, like Prof said. Now, this is what I have decided to do. I am the anchor, which means that I'm a director of events for today. Yeah? Instead of all of you coming down to dance, there is no space. What I have decided to do is that when I call your name, from where you are, you start dancing. Which one do you prefer? You want to dance, right? Thank you. Please put your hands together for yourself. The ushers, please, we are now at the crux of today's event. Can I have the ushers? I have been told to take custody of the cash. I said, no, this is Christmas time. This kind of temptation, you give me cash, I'm supposed to be traveling. And I don't know. Anyway, so I now said, okay, please, permit me to quote the Bible. The Prof said he didn't want to quote the Bible, so I'm asking you, permit me. It is somewhere in the Bible that lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Which means, if you are led into temptation, you need deliverance from evil. Permit me. All right, so we have two categories of this award. There is the good category, which comes with cash reward. So I will, yes, the ushers, please, who knows the arrangement of this thing? Okay, fine. Yes, who has the cash gift? Okay, can you please put them there, let them be, put them there. Okay, can you sort them out in accordance to the list? Okay, they're already sorted out. Okay, fine. All right. The sound engineer, you are going to help me with a danceable tune that will not overshadow the voice on the microphone, so that as I call the awardees, they can dance down. That's our collective, unanimous agreement. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir. Please, sir, I would like to crave your indulgence to please come this way. Yes, okay, the photographer said it should be there. Sir, I'll be calling these people. Yes, the usher, please, can you take this? So you give to the Vice Chancellor as I call him. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, we have certificates for the awardees. And then each certificate goes with a brown envelope. Brown envelope is a pejorative term in civil service. But with your kind permission, we are using brown envelope in a very positive way. Today, brown envelope is appreciative. Today, brown envelope is a recognition of excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, for this innovation, please let me put your hands together for Savicom University of Abuja. Sound man, can I have a danceable, but not beyond the microphone? I have the privilege this afternoon to call Dr. Abdulmajid Tajuddin Idera from Management Sciences. Please keep dancing from where you are. That's our agreement. Dance, dance, dance.
This is your favorite DJ, the Twisting Tiger.
I say if you know be spark, I say if you know be spark, I say if you know be spark, you know be anybody, yo.
Mr. Simon Ukwa from Management Sciences. I can see you want to dance. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak.
It's your international boy.
Please be fast with it, be fast with it. Mrs. Catherine Otta from Education. Mrs. Catherine, are you here? You are Mrs. Catherine, congratulations. Mrs. Catherine. Dr. Modupe Sidikat Hussein from Agriculture. Dr. Sidikat, are you here? Okay, you are not here. Okay, Mr. Barnabas Ilya Musa. Professor M.G. Akonde. Dr. Boniface Icha. That is Professor Akonde. Boniface, yes. He's not around. Professor M.G. Akonde, okay.
Anytime I day, whether night or day, I day on my chain. Even on my lane, they go be down to the bed, they go feel like rain. Cause anything we I drop, then go chop a J. Whether night or day, I day on my J. I day on my J. Kese, 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 kese. Kese, kese, baby, kese, kese. How many times they go tell the person? They know the pay to the learn the lesson. Shama ya baby they bear. And they survive anytime we did it. I know get time, I know get the patience.
All right, Professor Usman Ghana, Social Sciences. While Yusuf Shuaibu should be getting ready, and Dr. Abdullahi Muhammad SB from Engineering also get ready. Engineer Romanus Ugochukwu get ready. Dr. Ramadan Abubakar get ready. Yusuf Shuaibu. Dr. Abdullahi Muhammad, please come forward. Engineer Romanus Ugochukwu, kindly make your way here. That's Engineer Romanus. Dr. Ramalan Abubakar from Institute of Education. Are you in the hall? Okay. Dr. Abdullah Ayinde from Sciences. That's Dr. Ramalan Abubakar. Dr. Abdullah Ayinde, are you here? Okay, thank you. And then Muhammad Bala Yusuf from Sciences, are you here?
What's up? In case you're feeling this vibe, let me introduce the motherfucking DJ on the deck. The world best international.
Dr. Abdullah Ayinde, Muhammad Bala Yusuf. Okay. Dr. Umar Muhammad Lawal, Al-Imam. Please make it quick, make it quick. Reconsider that the Vice Chancellor is standing. Yeah? Shuaibu Onimisi. Begori Abdulhamid Asiawu. Please, once you hear your name, just start coming. Umokedi Regina Ejiaga. That is Begori Asiawu, Umokedi Regina. Dr. Dada Sunday Michael, Basic Medical Sciences. Mr. Ganiyu Akiton, Basic Medicals. That's Dr. Dada Sunday Michael with you. Mr. Ganiyu Akiton. Dr. Oluwasesan Adelowo Abdul. Is he here? Is Adelowo here? Okay. Nkiruka Florence Nkeneche. Is she here? Is Nkiruka here? Okay.
You don't know why it's going on.
Adelowo Abdul. Nkiruka Florence.
If you know be spark, you know be anybody.
Alexander Agada Ako. Alexander? All right. That's in Kiruka Florence in Keneche. Thank you. Alexander Agada Ako. Is Alexander here? Boniface Ibrahim Zachary. Boniface, are you here? Oh, take it easy, man. Sorry. Take it easy. Just gently, 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 gently. Thank you. Dayo Ogushola. Is Dayo here? That's Boniface. Halima Uba Ahmed. Halima Ahmed. Halima. Muhammad Idris. Muhammad Idris. Is he here?
Favorite DJ, the Twisting Tiger.
Yahya Suleiman Muhammad. Environmental Science. Is that Idris? Okay. Yahya Suleiman Muhammad, are you here? Yahya is not here. Okay. Charity Ndidi. Obum Nade. Sadiq Adetunji Adekola. Is Sadiq here? Sadiq? Please, once I call you, let me know that you are in the hall so that we can move fast. Yeah? Hafsat Salah from library. Hafsat, are you here? Okay. Tina Onyenwe. That's Hafsat. Tina Onyenwe, make it quick, make it fast. Hamza Magaji. Hamza Magaji, Vice Chancellor's Office. Ainda Helen Yako. Ainda Helen Yako. Haruna Musa from Bosri. The Mekudi himself. The Mekudi of University of Abuja. That is Haruna Musa, Mr. Vice Chancellor. Fatima Abdulaziz from Academic Planning. Fatima Abdulaziz, are you here? Boniface Usaka from Safety. Boniface Usaka. Yes. Boniface Usaka. Fatima is Fatima. That's Fatima. Fatima Abdulaziz. Lawal Lukman, Engineer Lawal Lukman from Physical Planning. Are you here? Is Lawal Lukman here? Lawal Lukman is on his way. Miriam Muhammad from Information. Oh yeah. Miriam Muhammad. Congratulations, ma'am. Timothy Bulus Labwefa. Timothy Bulus. Is Timothy here? Please make it quick, fast, smart, sharp. Professor Adeniro Latif. Professor Adeniro Latif. Okay, thank you, sir. Professor Adeniro Latif. And architect Amdi A. Amdi. Zaguru is a guru.
trendybeats.com.
If you know, you know.
Thank you. Please go to your seat. Quietly. That's okay. That's all right. That's fine. That is fine. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Samuel Osage, ITMS.
Now you know. Now you know.
Dr. Oludare Isaac Abiodun.
How much is money? It's nothing. Balling. Premium or nothing. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know.
Dr. Oludare Isaac Abiodun. Where are you? Dan Ladi Uma, Works and Services.
Undisputed, unopposed, luxury or nothing. Money is talking, money is talking.
That's Oludare Isaac Abiodun. Hey, sorry, sir. Too much happiness. No, if you are not receiving. Dan Ladi Uma. Inyang Sunday Health Services. Inyang Sunday, are you here? Inyang? Inyang is not in the hall. Ahmed Mudashiru, Student Affairs.
More music on trendybeats.com.
All right, can we just clear the aisle? 1 minute, please. If you are not an awardee, can you just go back to your seat at this moment? At this moment, please, if you are not an awardee, go back to your seat. Or if you are an awardee and you have received your award, kindly go back to your seat. Mr. Vice Chancellor, that is Ahmed Mudashiru from Student Affairs. Professor Issa Muhammad.
It's your international boy, DJ Spike.
Professor Issa Muhammad from PG School. Dr. Ibrahim Abdul Mumuni Adinoy. Professor Issa Muhammad. Is Professor Issa Muhammad here? Okay, he's not here. Dr. Ibrahim Abdul Mumin, is he here? He's not here. Please, once he's not here, keep the plaque aside. Mrs. Esther Simi Ugoke. Esther Simi Ugoke, are you here? Okay, she's coming. Then, in the gold category, the last but not the least, Mohammed Sani El Yakub. Thank you very much, Mr. Vice Chancellor, for obliging us. You may please go back to your seat and rest. Please let me appreciate the Vice Chancellor for his humility, for his kindness. Thank you, sir. Sound engineer, please bring it down a bit. Can I have the list for the silver? Now, may I crave your indulgence? For the silver, it comes with a medal. There is no cash back into it. I am going to distribute the giving of the award across the high table. Pardon me. Starting with the acting registrar. Mr. Acting Registrar, sir, kindly oblige us. We have 54 names, so it will not be easy for one person to give all the 54 names. So we'll just be careful, sir. All right. To save time, I think what we should just do, since it's a medal, just give the medal to the acting registrar. The acting registrar will just wear the medal on the neck, and that solves it. And please, once you hear your name, make it sharp and smart. Thank you very much. And it's my pleasure this afternoon for the silver category to invite Dr. Emmanuel Okpe Onu from Management Sciences. Followed by Dr. Dare Daniel Joseph from Management Sciences. Dare Joseph. And then Sadiq Doro from Education. Sadiq Doro, are you in the hall? Okay. Dare Joseph. No, sir, that's not him. That's not anyway. Please always be fast so that nobody takes your. That's Dare Joseph. A round of applause for him. That's Sadiq Doro from Education, followed by Wali Essian, CRW, Dr. CRW Wali Essian from Education. Are you here? Is Wali Essian here? Okay. Sound engineer, please bring it down a bit, just a bit, please. Yes, just a bit. Make it, a light tone. It's almost becoming like a club. That's Wali Essian. And then Dr. Babalola Abdurrahu from Agriculture. Babalola from Agriculture, are you here? Yes, please make it sharp and smart. And then followed by Maga Umar Sudangi from Agriculture. Thank you. That is Abdurrauf. And Hakim Onigbanjo from Veterinary Medicine. Is Hakim here? Followed by S.A. AJ. AJ, okay. And Enid Godwin. Dr. Enid Godwin. Okay, thank you. That is AJ. And Jeko Eunice Choma from Social Sciences. That's Enid Godwin. And Jeko Eunice, are you here? Okay. That's Njeko Eunice. A round of applause for her. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I observed that that staircase is too steep. Thank you, madam. Congratulations. And Omatule Juliana from Social Sciences. Juliana, followed by Engineer Innocent Tom and Dr. Nuruddin Abdul Hakim, Salihu Isa Babale, and Halimat Bola Adisa. That is Juliana. And Innocent Tom. Oh, okay. Nuruddin Abdul Hakim. Salihu Babale. Salihu. That is Halimat Bola Adisa. Acting Registrar, sir, I think we should relieve you at this moment so that we can bring. Okay, just give Akano Rafiu Olanyinka Olunyinka. Yes, Akano. She's not here. Okay, he's here. Sorry, sir. And I'd like to now invite, after the acting registrar, the bossa of the university, Madam Shivare. Thank you, sir. As I call Professor Etudaye from the Faculty of Law. Professor Etudaye, are you here? Okay. That's the better half by British English. And Bako Muhammad from the Faculty of Law. Bako Muhammad. Full. Basse Inyang. Basse Inyang. Okay. He's not around. Joy Okwogori. Zubei Omolara Shukurat. Is Omolara here? Okay. Chinonye Anule. Dr. Chinonye Anule, are you here? Okay. And then Mrs. Perpetua Uchechi Ibekwe should be getting ready. Perpetua Uchechi. And King David Yahweh. Professor King David Yahweh. Mrs. Amina Shehu. Professor Yahweh. And Amina Shehu, are you here? Okay. Dr. Abubakar Jibril, are you here? Followed by Abdurrahim Olakombi. That is Amina Shehu. Yes, Jubril Abubakar. Followed by Abdurrahim Olakombi from Environmental Sciences. And then followed by Haruna Patrick, Environmental Sciences. Aisha Ohieku, Nursing and Allied Health Sciences. Abdul Malik Abdul Karim, Nursing and Allied Health Sciences. Ifeanyi Ogbobe, Library. Florence Agbese, Library. Please, as you heard your name, just be coming gradually so that you don't have to. That's Abdurrahim. Haruna Patrick. Ifeanyi. Where's Aisha? Okay. Aisha Oheku. Please just queue as you are hearing your name. Just queue. Queue behind that person. Hello, just queue. Queue behind the next person. Are you an awardee? Please queue behind the next person. Haruna Patrick. Abdul Malik Abdul Karim. Solomon Massat from VC's office. Just as I'm calling you, just come and queue behind the next person standing, please. Enokola Elias Odumu. Please just queue behind the next person so that we don't need to. All right. Musa Joel Sabo. Please keep coming. Prince Ikechiku Okoli. Ikechukwu Okoli, queue behind Joel Sabo. Hasanatu Abechi from Academic Planning, please queue behind Ikechukwu Okoli. Mrs. Zainab Abubakar, please queue behind Hasanatu Abechi. Okay, please, if your car is registered as KUJ 711DY Abuja, kindly go outside and repark because you are causing obstruction and you are creating traffic logjam. Again, if your car is KUJ 711DY, I'm told it's an SUV, Abuja KUJ 711DY, kindly repark as your car is wrongly parked and is causing traffic logjam. Okay, Prince Ikechukwu Okoli. Followed by Mrs. Hansatu Abechi. And Mrs. Zainab Abubakar. And Abdullahi Adamu from Safety Unit. All right, Madam Bossa, may we relieve you after this. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me. Welcome to the microphone. Is that Abdullahi Adamu? Okay, yes, ma'am. Mr. Provost, sir, kindly oblige us after the bossa. Thank you. Please let me welcome the provost as I invite Godia Ega from Safety Unit. Godia Ega, are you here? Okay, fine. Followed by Olagbemiro Niro Isaiah. Niro. Is Olagbemiro Niro here? Okay, fine. And just queue behind that fellow. And then Oluwole Oni from Information. Followed by Okon Victoria Victor. Yes. Oluwole Oni. Okon Victoria, are you here? Please queue to the other side. Please queue. Issa Muhammad from Transport. Ape Ayo, ITMS. Issa Muhammad, are you here? Razak Afolabi from ITMS. Please take a queue behind Ape. Razak. Musa Halima from Head Services. Please take a queue behind Razak. Ibrahim Seihu from Works and Services. Ibrahim Sehu, is that you? Saihu. Musa Halima. Is Musa Halima here? Musa Halima? Okay, Musa Halima is not here. Abigail Yuana. Professor Latif Adeniro from PG School. Mr. Dogochi Mohammed. Then Oluwatoyin Kolawole from PG School. Ojobi Mark Onum. Is Professor Latif here? Okay, yeah. Professor Latif. Oluwatoyin Kola. Ojobi Mark Onum. Mark? Do we have Mark here? And then the last but not the least, Hoshen Mata Obed. That is Mark Onum. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Provost. Thank you. Please raise the sound a bit while I just do a tete-a-tete. All right. Please don't go. This I don't think that is. Please, can you bring it down a bit? Can you bring down the sound? Hello. I don't think that is ethical. Just as Professor Mesamari has taught us this afternoon, it is not ethical that the chief executive of the university is still well seated, and then you are walking out on him. These people that are going, is it that they are not hearing me? Please, by the power conferred on me this afternoon as the anchor of this program, kindly remain seated until the Vice Chancellor leaves. And he's leaving in just a moment. Please remain seated, except you are pressed and you need to visit the restroom. But don't take that for granted, please. Thank you very much. At this moment, we'll just entertain just 2 goodwill messages. Help me put your hands together as I invite to the microphone the acting registrar of the university, Malam Sambo Muhammad.
Our distinguished Vice Chancellor, sir, principal officers here present, management staff, all other protocol duly established. This is a very good event where our substantive Vice Chancellor came to celebrate with all of us here on this event of the Sabicom Merit Award. I would like to start by congratulating the Sabicom director and the staff of the unit for the work well done This has been the tradition for the past years in the university to organize at the end of the year this merit award. But this year's one came with a different version with a token amount. The amount is not much, but to serve as a moral booster to most of the recipients and others who have not received their own. So I congratulate the director of Savicom and also congratulate the management of the university for supporting the unit to achieve this milestone. And on the part of our staff, our colleagues, I wish to congratulate all the awardees and also inspire them to do more. Those who have not received any award, this will serve as a booster to all of us. We'll put on our best, dedicate to the service of the university. I used to tell most of our staff that even if nobody recognizes you, God will one day recognize you for what you have been put into the university. So we should continue to do our best, and at the end of it, the God or the management, whatever, one day will be recognized. Once again, I congratulate the unit and all the awardees for this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Please make it bigger for the acting registrar. And the last but not the least on the goodwill message list, join me, welcome to the microphone, Professor Toba Anjorin, the immediate past FO and Director of Savicom.
Thank you. The Vice Chancellor, sir, all other protocol duly observed. I'm highly delighted today to inform you that this is the third award giving ceremony since the inception of the university in 1988. I commend the effort of the current Savicom group for giving and recognizing those that excel well in their different department units and faculties. My goodwill message goes to all the awardees of today. Please, all of you, give yourself an applause. Not only to you, to your immediate family members, to your unit, and to the faculty that you belong to. You are best among the equals this year. Those that have not been recognized today, you have the chance next year or the following year. And those of you that receive today, you can upgrade yourself from silver to gold. Before, many people were accusing the Savicom unit that it's their turn to be given an award. We asked them to pipe low. Today is your turn. I wish you well as an awardee, and please, as you have been informed, when you are awarded, we need more service from you. And I wish the university as a whole a higher height. Thank you very much. Wishing you Christmas and New Year in advance. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. We are coasting home and we're almost done. At this moment, I would like to invite one of the awardees. May I welcome to the microphone architect Amdi A. Amdi. Yes. To give a response on behalf of the awardees. Please clap for him as he makes his way to the microphone.
Distinguished Vice Chancellor, sir, a very good morning or afternoon to you once again. Please, I want us to give a round of applause for our distinguished brand new Vice Chancellor. My assignment is very simple, to give a vote of thanks on behalf of our awardees and the response. What I have to tell the university is that there is need for a continuous reward system because it spurs people to do more. And I think even at the level of units, departments, and faculties, it's ideal that on a monthly basis, there should be some sort of reward system so that at the end of the year, it will be easy for the Servicom unit to collate these things. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, these awardees are saying a big thank you and appreciating the Servicom unit for finding us worthy of these awards. The most important thing we need to do now is to do more. And for those of us that did not get these awards, it's an impetus or a force of push to put in more effort. Because as an awardee, I'm beginning to see that people are seeing when you are doing things, even when you think people don't notice you. Mr. Vice Chancellor, the university staff, by turnout today, even though you had declared that we closed yesterday, have shown full solidarity. And on behalf of the awardees, you have our full support. And when I say support, unfretted 100% support in your administration. As we go for this break, I pray that we will be able to put ourselves into some sort of education, academics, to learn new things as regards our primary assignment, so that when we come back in January, we'll bring new things to bear. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Thank you very much. If you check your time, in less than 10 minutes, we are out of this place. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mrs. Akaji Nafisat for the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. My Vice Chancellor, members of the High Table, we are very happy and delighted this afternoon for the management to give us this opportunity to give everyone an award. And we are thanking them. We are still looking forward. By next year, inshallah, we are going to speak to the management. I know they will give us the listing here. By next year, we'll give you more than this. We pleaded to the awardees. They should manage the talking for this time. We are starting for the first time. By the grace of God, inshallah, you are going to get more than this. And everyone that is one of the awardees, I appeal to you all. By next year, please, let's put more efforts. Let's put more dedication to our work. Thank you all.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, the Acting Registrar, the Bursar, and other principal officers of the university, professors, heads of department. This program was slated to end by 1:45, but by my time now, which I trustly believe is correct, is 12:33. I have saved you an hour and 12 minutes. I am Dr. Godwin Malasowe, and it's been, thank you. It's been a great pleasure anchoring this program. We have come to the end of this program, but please wait behind. There's going to be group photograph. And I'm also to tell you that this program has been live on all the social media handles of the university. There's the University of Abuja Multimedia. You find it on Facebook, you find it on YouTube. So you can revisit it, enjoy it with your family, and you know. So at this moment, let's stand up to observe the national anthem as we close.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear
Thank you very much. I think that is enough.